Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, today we are going to discuss writing the place value of a number, writing the value of a number, and rounding to the underlined digit. Writing the place value, writing the value of the number, and rounding to the underlined digit. The three things that we need to know. And by the end of class today, I should be comfortable in saying that everybody knows how to round. That's the end game for today. That's where we're going to eventually get to. All right, so we have 467 thousandths. Noah, what is the place value of the 4?
10.
Tenths. The place value of the 4 is tenths. Ethan, what is the value of the 4?
10. Tenths.
4 what? 4.
4 tenths.
Good. Now when you're asking for a value, if your mom said, hey, what's the value of that bike? You wouldn't say hundredths. Okay? The value is a number. It's a value. It's how much it is. Okay? Value is a number. Place value is a word. And, buddy, we're rounding to the tenths place according to my two friends here. I'm going to look behind the tenths place, buddy. Am I going to add 1 to the tenths place, or am I going to leave the tenths place the same?
Add 1.
Why?
Because the hundredths digit is way more than 5.
It is more. It's 5 or greater. So I add 1, and then I'm going to get 0 and 5 tenths. 0 and 5 tenths. I don't include the 6, 7. Once I round it, behind it's gone. I can make it 0.500, but I don't need to. Let's ask one more question about this because it's entertaining to me. Sushana, less than 0 and 5 tenths, less than, greater than, or equal to a half.
Which question?
This right here, this number right here. 0 and 5 tenths, less than, greater than, or equal to a half. Good, it's equal to a half. 0.5 is equal to a half. Because if I made a number line, 0, 1, 0.5 would be there, so 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, and 0.5 is halfway between. So anything 0.5 is halfway between those next two whole numbers. All right, let's look at the next. Kaylee, what is the place value that is underlined?
Hundredths.
The who?
Hundredths.
Hundredths. And Jalen, what is the value of the underlined number?
0 and 900.
Good. 0 and 900ths is the value. And let's see what it calls on. Kiran, I'm rounding the 9. I'm either going to add 1 to the 9 or I'm going to add nothing to the 9. I look behind it. Behind it I have an 8. So what does that tell me I'm going to do with the 9?
Add 1.
I'm going to add 1. And 9 and 1 is 10, so I have 10 hundredths, which is the same as 1 tenth and 0 hundredths. So it's going to give me 13 and 3 tenths, or 13 and 30 hundredths. Same value. Same value. Same value. Elsa, what place value is the underlined digit?
The place value?
Yeah, what's the place value?
Hundredths.
Hundredths. Awesome sauce. Sam, what is the value of the underlined digit?
800.
800ths. And Miriam, we're going to round to the underlined place value. So I'm going to round to my 8. I'm either going to add 1 or leave it the same. I look behind it. What am I going to do with that 8, Miriam?
Add 1.
I'm going to add 1. So now I'm going to have 0 and 89 hundredths. 0 and 89 hundredths. So now this is all review. You should understand how to find the place value of a number. You've got a place value chart. Value of a number is something we've talked about, but there's still some questions on it sometimes, and so I thought I'd help answer that question by practicing this and rounding. For sure, by the end of class today, we should all know how to round. Boom, shakalaka, peace out, God bless, love you, do something kind today, save the bees, please subscribe so I can be rich and get away from Ethan.